Thank you for gathering. I extend my sympathies for the delay you faced in operating the elevator. I'm glad you've made it to the trial grounds regardless.
We shouldn't stall. Let's just get started.
Well?
Huh?
You usually start things off.
Right. Sorry.
Are you feeling okay, Yaidabashi?
Yeah, I'm fine. You're right, we should start. Before anything else, I'd like to hear what both of the body teams found, if that's alright. I feel like establishing that info first and foremost will probably help everything else make a lot more sense.
Then, should Denden and I start?
Actually, if you don't mind, I'd really like to hear from whoever investigated Kumata's body. I didn't get much of a chance to check her over.
That'd be us. Snowball, you want to shoot?
Right, Kumata. We found her body wrapped up in a few layers of trash bags in the elevator. She was all curled in on herself.
She had 5 stab wounds. I counted. 1 on her neck, 1 on her shoulder, 1 on her stomach, and 2 on her chest. She was completely covered in blood.
A lot of that's probably because she had been lying in her own blood for so long. The trash bag itself was still full of blood.
Can definitely confirm that one. It all spilled out when Tay tried to open the bag.
Like a soup dumpling.
Exactly like a soup dumpling.
The knife, Maikawa?
Oh, yeah, the knife. We found a knife between the layers of bags. Plus the tip was broken off. We figured it's probably in one of her wounds somewhere, but, we didn't really want to check.
There was a knife missing from the block in the kitchen, so we're guessing it's probably from there.
It's gotta be.
Did you see anything else?
For sure. There was this super weird noise coming from somewhere in the elevator while we were taking it up, so I started checking around. Ended up in the elevator shaft.
That's not really safe.
Maybe, but either way, I found a chair up there.
A chair?
You've got my attention.
Yeah. It must have been scraping along the side of the wall or something, because it was making this awful fucking noise. Someone stashed it up there, I guess.
Why?
What did it look like?
It was brown and black.
It was one of the lobby chairs. For sure it was.
Huh? How do you know?
Because one of them was missing. Isida and I spotted it while we were investigating. If nobody else found a chair missing from somewhere else in the building, then it has to be from the lobby.
But why would they stuff it in the elevator shaft?
Was there anything on it? Like blood or something?
Nah, nothing.
There wouldn't be. That's not what it was for.
No?
I'm thinking someone must have used it to get up into the elevator shaft. I haven't really seen anything that would imply it was used in either of the murders, and I can't really think of any other reason it would be there if Kumata wasn't actually killed in the elevator.
She wasn't?
Of course not. If she had been killed in the elevator, there would have been blood everywhere. She was clearly bleeding heavily.
But they put all the blood in the bag, didn't they?
Tay, I really need you to contribute here. Please. Or Hirose? Somebody.
Sorry, right. What were you saying?
Were you not listening?
I was just, sorry.
Okay, no. We need to clear up a few things right now. I'm not running this trial completely on my own. You need to wake up.
I know, I'm awake. I'm sorry, I've barely slept.
He was up with Ninomi all night.
Regardless, I really need your full attention right now. Please.
Right. You have it.
Okay, thank you. To be clear, there's no way Kumata was killed in the elevator. That doesn't make any sense. I definitely think the elevator is worth looking at, obviously, since her body was in there and the chair was in the shaft, but does anyone have anything that could point us in the direction of where she actually died?
Hey-oh, pass the focus over here, please. We've got that.
Definitely. We know where she died, for sure.
You do?
Her room was totally fucking destroyed with blood. There was a lot of it, plus her bed was all messed up. We're pretty sure someone attacked her there. We don't know if they came in through the usual door or the bathroom, though, since Kumata's bathroom is connected to Ono's room. Ono's side would have been open the whole time.
She probably wasn't in bed when she got stabbed, though. It didn't look like it, at least. I think she was probably standing up. We did a reenactment.
We did. It totally checked out. You know, with the blood splatter and stuff.
I definitely would have liked to get a look at that myself.
Hey. Shit,
Maikawa?
Something's wrong.
What?
Are you okay?
No.
Move.
Maikawa?
I just. Let me sit for a sec.
Hey, look at me.
Get out of my face, Doc.
Rabbit, can we pause?
You're welcome to do whatever you'd like with your allocated trial time, though it seems somewhat early.
We can't pause. We have 2 cases to solve. Maikawa, what's going on?
I don't know. Just.
Yaitabashi, do what you need to do. I'll handle it. Don't get derailed.
You're sure that's fine?
Just keep going.
Right. Thank you, Hirose. Where were we?
We're really just gonna move on? Is she okay?
Shishikura, stay down in case I need you.
Right.
Where were we?
We were talking about Kumada's room. Matthias and I think she died in there.
And did you see anything weird in anyone else's rooms?
A couple of things, I guess. Matthias?
Oh yeah, Ikida's room was very interesting.
What? What happened in his room?
The entire place was painted over, like, literally everything. The walls, the bed, the desk, everything was painted over. It was pretty, but super freaky.
All the papers on his desk were painted over too. We don't really know what they were before he painted over them. They had writing on them though. We just couldn't read it.
Was his room always like that? I'm pretty sure the paint was still wet.
What the hell?
It definitely wasn't like that when I last saw it.
When did you last see it?
A couple days ago, I guess?
It wasn't like that yesterday. I know it wasn't.
But he definitely did it himself, right? I mean, nobody else paints, do they?
Definitely. I'm just not really sure why.
Tay's room was kind of weird too, actually.
How so?
Well, Tay, Ikeda didn't stay in your room last night, right?
No, obviously.
But all your sheets and stuff were still on the floor. I thought you only did that so Ikeda could sleep in your bed.
Yaitabashi was in my bed.
Right. I stayed in Tay's room last night.
What the hell are you trying to accuse me of?
Nothing. Really. I was just asking because it was weird.
I didn't do anything to either of them. I wouldn't.
I know Tay didn't go anywhere. I was in his room all night. His alibi checks out.
Right, then, did we see any other rooms that were weird?
Not really, I don't think. That's all I really remember, at least. What about the medbay, though?
The medbay?
Yeah, we saw some weird shit in there, too. Which is actually double weird, because I was in there until pretty late at night.
What did you see?
There was blood on the counter. Not too much blood, but definitely enough that it stood out. There was some on the counter and some on the cupboard.
On the cupboard?
Yeah, drops on the counter and smudges on the cupboard. We don't really know if anything was missing though. It was kind of hard to tell.
And the blood was on their hands.
Tay?
No, he's right. They probably had blood on their hands if it was smudged on the cupboards. I don't see another reason why anyone would be wiping blood on those. They might have been looking for something up there. The drops are kind of odd, though.
If there were drops, then either their hands were extremely covered in blood, or they were actively bleeding.
Well, who was bleeding in the medbay, though?
Somebody admit it. If nobody owns up to it, then we're going to assume it's relevant to the case. If it isn't, just say so. That it's relevant. Keep it in mind.
We still haven't gone over Ikeda's body. I feel like that's really important.
Hold on a minute. I have a question.
Uh-huh?
Monomoko,
Yes?
this is the first time there's been 2 bodies. What does that mean?
I'm afraid I'll need you to elaborate.
If there are 2 bodies, does that mean there could theoretically be 2 killers? If there are 2 killers, how do we beat the trial? We can only vote for one person.
In the event that the 2 victims were killed by 2 different Blackened, the second Blackened would be exonerated automatically.
Exonerated automatically? What does that mean?
The trial would be held in order to identify the first killer. Whichever student took the first life would be regarded as the one and only Blackened. The second kill would be ignored. The freedom of the Blackened would not be granted, nor would said Blackened face any sort of punishment.
So we need to figure out who died first then. That's extremely important.
I disregarded? So they would just keep living here? After killing somebody?
Yes.
That's demented.
Is my Kawa, like, dead?
She's not dead, she's unconscious. I don't know why. I'm working on it. Focus on the trial.
That kind of sounds like a really big deal, though.
Shishikura, do you have any idea what's happening? At all? Did she do something? Did she take something?
Seriously, I don't know. She was fine for the entire investigation. I have no idea.
Do you need any more help, Hirose?
No, focus on the trial. Listen to Yaidabashi.
Right. Yaidabashi?
Okay, right. Sorry. Where were we?
Ikeda's body.
Ikeda's body, right. Who investigated that?
Doctor and I.
What did you find? Besides, the obvious.
Den, do you still have your notes?
Yes! Should I read them?
Yes, please.
Okay, first off, his head was missing.
Right. We know that part.
There's more, though. His head was missing, but so were his fingers. From the second knuckle. All 10 of them.
What?
Seriously?
Yeah, his arms were above his head. Like this. His wrists were zip-tied to the shower head.
Talk about the water.
Right, the water was really, really hot. Way too hot. Doctor found out how to turn it off, and how to set the temperature.
It was set to 71 degrees when I turned it off. That's absurdly high. I'm not even sure why it could go that high to begin with.
Which doctor thinks it might be why his skin was... like that.
He was severely burned. His skin was literally sloughing off when I touched him.
His wrists were really cut up. Doctor says the zip ties were probably digging into them. He said there was probably a struggle, and that during that struggle, Ikeda's wrist got all cut up, and his shoulder popped back out.
His back was lacerated.
Oh, yeah. His back was really, really cut up. You could see stuff. Like, stuff under his skin. It was really, really bad. We didn't see his dressings anywhere either. Like, the bandages he usually has on his back.
Is that all?
I think that's all we wrote down. Yeah.
Thank you. That was helpful, if not, upsetting.
Oh! We found his head, though! And his fingers!
What?
In the incinerator! We found them!
What? How? I thought the incinerator was supposed to be turned off at night.
The incinerators and running water are both supposed to be shut off at night, but if the shower was running when we found Ikeda, then clearly that wasn't actually the case. At least not last night, and not on the 3rd floor.
It is actually the 3rd sub-level.
Okay, well, the 3rd sub-level, then. Was his head actually incinerated? Had the incinerator been on?
Definitely. We found his skull and several bone fragments that almost definitely came from his fingers. We also found one of the supply room's bone saws in there.
That checks out. Yaida and I scoped out the medical supply room. One of those saws was missing.
I'm actually kind of relieved to hear that you found it. I checked the engineering lab, but all the saws in there were still hung up on the wall.
Yokoi. By the way, where were you during the investigation? Who did you go off with?
Oh, I just went off by myself.
Ruka! That's not okay!
I know, but...
We're supposed to stay paired up. If we break off, people can just do whatever they want and mess with whatever they want during the investigation.
But I didn't do that, though! I just investigated.
Why did you go off alone? Okay, why did you guys let her go off alone?
I was already paired up with my Kawa, so...
Ninomiya? Matthias? Can somebody please answer me?
We forgot, okay? It's nothing big like that.
Except that it is big like that, because now nobody can vouch for Ruka.
I swear, all I did was investigate. I can even tell you what I found.
Please do.
Okay. So, since Matthias and Ninomiya were handling things upstairs, and since Maikawa and Shishikuda were handling the body, I took the second floor.
Did you find anything, though?
Honestly, not much. I checked out all the labs, nothing. Then I checked the operating room and the engineering lab, nothing there either. But at least I could rule out the salts. Then I checked the archive. That was the only room where I really found anything useful.
What did you find?
I found that a bunch of the files down there are missing. It was like fully stocked before, right? Now there's a ton of stuff that's just completely gone.
What?
Most of them are from the Session 1 side. Students 1, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 16 were all missing from that side.
I took one of those. 12, I think.
I took 9.
Did anyone else take a file? Okay, so 1, 6, 15, and 16 are still completely missing then. I don't know if it's relevant, but I mean, it's weird, I guess.
It's worth taking note of. Is that all you found?
Yeah, sorry. I really did check everywhere, I swear. There just wasn't much to find.
Well, at the very least, I think we can safely say that whoever killed Ikeda definitely used the bone saw.
It's hard to keep track of which evidence relates to Ikeda, and which evidence relates to Kumada, honestly.
We don't need to worry about that yet.
What? Yes, we do. We definitely do.
Not yet. Right now, we just need to establish what evidence we actually have. We can sort it after.
Then, who should we talk about now? Now that we've talked about both bodies? Kumada or Ikeda?
Ikeda. Why the hell should we give a shit what happened to Kumada? Are you serious?
What? Tay.
I'm not going to care about Kumada unless she was the first one who died. If it matters to the vote, then fine. If it doesn't, then I don't care.
You're not thinking clearly.
Not thinking clearly. Are you kidding me? What the hell has she ever done that wasn't specifically meant to hurt someone?
Tay, that doesn't mean she deserves to die.
I mean, she did try to kill me, though.
But that's still really messed up to say! She still deserves to live, even if she was mean sometimes. If being mean meant she deserved to die, then wouldn't Ikeda—
Don't even start. Don't just shut up. Shut up. Fuck.
We need to talk about both victims. Either one could be the first one killed. We need to establish who died first. That's important. We won't get that info by only discussing Ikeda. Either way, Kumada deserves the same respect.
Then, maybe we should talk about Kumada again, since we just went over Ikeda.
Shouldn't we stay focused on one at a time at least? Jumping back and forth between them might get confusing.
For the record, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that it couldn't have been me.
What? Why not?
Because we were watching him all night. He couldn't have gone anywhere.
Who's we?
Myself and Matthias. After we got Ninomiya's insulin bag back, Matthias and I supervised him for the entire night.
I honestly fell asleep.
I probably dozed off for a few minutes, but that was about all I managed to get.
And now I'm feeling totally great. Thanks, Doc.
Happy to help.
But we were all in Ninomiya's room for the whole night. That means it couldn't have been any of us.
Except you just said you fell asleep. I'm assuming Ninomiya was asleep too.
Totally knocked out cold.
Then Hirose doesn't actually have an alibi, and if he doesn't have one, neither does Matthias.
What the hell? I was in Ninomiya's room for the entire night. Do you seriously think I'm lying?
He's telling the truth! Doctor wouldn't lie about something this serious!
Except for that time when he totally did. Weren't you both bleeding?
You know those were completely different circumstances.
He was definitely in Ninomiya's room.
For what it's worth, when I came to get him after we found Kumada, that's where he was.
Exactly. That means I was there when you found the bodies.
Well... yeah, true, I guess.
When was that?
We went over to the elevator room as soon as we heard the body discovery announcement play.
Right, so then. You what?
When the announcement played, it woke Soda and I up, so we went to see what was going on, and we found Kumada. Then the announcement.
Did nobody think it was important to mention this earlier? That means someone unaccounted for set off the first announcement.
I totally forgot! I'm sorry!
What? How?
That's extremely important, actually.
It means that Hirose couldn't have been the one who found Ikeda, at the very least.
Okay, so 2 bodies. Kumada and Ikeda. The first announcement was about Ikeda. The second announcement was about Kumada. Kumada was in the elevator, Ikeda was on the 3rd sublevel. If you wanted to go down to the 3rd sublevel, you would have to take the elevator, so you would have to see Kumada's body.
Hold on. The actual announcement didn't play until Tay opened the bag. If she was bagged up and you just looked at the bags, the announcement wouldn't play.
This is a correct assessment. The announcement only plays when a body is viewed directly.
Then, was that on purpose?
They could have put her in the bag so that people could use the elevator without setting off the announcement.
What would be the point, though?
If 2 killers were working together. If there were 2 killers and they were working together, then that would solve the problem of setting off the alarms. Bagger and they wouldn't go off. Both killers could use the elevator. What I'm saying is that we should be looking at the pairings. Denden and Hirose, Shishikura and Maekawa.
Do you not think we're dealing with enough over here right now?
What you're dealing with? I don't care what you're dealing with if you killed someone. How do we even know if there's actually anything wrong with Maekawa? Didn't Denden fake a fucking coma last week?
That was different!
We already know that Denden and Hirose would cover for each other because they already did it! Maekawa already said that if Shishikura was part of the bleeding, she would vote wrong and die just so he could get out alive. How are we not?
She's not even awake to defend herself right now. How is this fair?
Fair. Fair! Are you joking? How is it important whether or not it's fair? We shouldn't just accuse someone if it's not fair.
Hold on, both of you.
Maekawa didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. You don't have any actual evidence aside from the fact that Kumada was in bags. You're just making up a motivation for that. It could be completely unrelated to the announcement. You don't actually know.
All right, I couldn't possibly know more than you do since I didn't kill anyone.
Neither did I.
Both of you, enough. Tay, seriously, you need to calm down. You're not thinking straight.
Stop talking like you're automatically in the clear.
Sorry?
You always run these fucking trials as if you're not a suspect. It could have been you.
Tay, I was in your room last night.
Why didn't you wake up when Ruka came by? When Ruka came to wake me up this morning, she was banging on the door and yelling. You didn't get up. Why didn't you get up? I heard her just fine.
That isn't actual evidence.
Then explain it.
I don't know how. What do you want me to say? I just didn't wake up. I was tired.
That's not good enough!
I can't control what wakes me up and what doesn't. I've barely been sleeping. I was tired. How does that mean anything at all? I was still in the room. You know that. So how could I have done anything?
We're getting sidetracked. Focus.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Because we haven't gotten to you yet.
For the last time, I'm accounted for.
Do you have any actual proof that you're automatically exempt if you were in your room when the announcement played? I'm pretty sure we can discover the body hours after someone dies. Ogura was in her room when we found Nishiguchi. Doesn't mean anything.
Okay, just we get what you're saying. You think we should look into Maekawa, Shishikura, Hirose, and Denden. We understand. Please, just calm down.
Stop condescending me.
I'm not trying to, but we need you to focus so we can keep the trial going. Let's move things back onto Kumada. We think she got stabbed with a kitchen knife. Why?
Because we found the kitchen knife in the garbage bags. The tip was broken off.
And you said the knife was missing from the kitchen, right? So we can be pretty sure that it's the same knife, at the very least.
Right.
So what else did you see in the kitchen? Anything at all? Did anyone here see anyone take a knife?
We saw some food left out, but that was about it. There were 2 bowls of something, soup, I guess, and 2 bowls of rice.
Aw, that's kind of sweet, actually. Dinner for 2.
Which two, though? Who was eating?
Not me.
Not me either.
Unless it was Ikeda and Kamada, someone here is lying.
I really don't think it would be Ikeda and Kumada.
Yeah. Because it was Yaidabashi. There's no way it wasn't Yaidabashi.
Excuse me?
Are you seriously gonna try and play dumb on this? You don't think I know!
I don't even know what you're talking about. Genuinely, I don't.
Okay. Then here's some trivia, since I guess nobody else was told about it. Ikeda and Yaidabashi use the kitchen every night. They've been doing it for like a week.
Tay.
It's funny. You think Ikeda doesn't tell me this stuff.
Fine. I was hoping to be discreet about the matter since he clearly didn't want the information to be public, but for the sake of the trial, yes. Ikeda and I have been meeting up in the kitchen after the nighttime announcement. I've been teaching him how to use the kitchen appliances. I didn't think it would turn into this big of a public event.
So, was that food yours and Ikeda's then?
It probably was.
Probably.
I don't know for certain. We had definitely used the kitchen that night, but without actually seeing what you found, I can't say for sure either way.
Well, you'd better figure it out, because Maikawa had some of it and now she's unconscious.
Wait, what?
When we were investigating the kitchen, Maikawa ate some of the food you guys left out.
Wait, when was that?
Right before we came to the elevator.
Then... Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, so... What the hell did you do?
Tay, I didn't do anything. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, how convenient! You have no idea
Can you
what...
please just let me speak? I don't remember what happened in the kitchen.
Sorry?
I met up with Ikeda, we cooked like normal, and then after we ate, I wasn't feeling well. I don't remember anything past saying that I was going back to my room. The earliest thing I remember after that is waking up in the lounge and going to your room.
That doesn't make any sense. What the hell are you implying?
Shishikura, which bowls did she take from? Which side of the table?
The far end. The ones that were half empty.
Those were mine. Ikeda never eats anything when we cook. How the hell would I have been able to poison him either way?
It would certainly explain why you didn't wake up when Yokoi came to get Tay. If your food had been tampered with, I mean.
I have no idea what happened in between us eating and me waking up in the lounge. I promise you. If there was anything in that food, which I'm not ruling out, then I didn't put it there.
Well, if you and Maikawa both passed out after eating it, I think it's pretty safe to say that there was definitely something in there.
Only one way to find out. Let's drink it again.
No.
At least we have Yaidabashi's testimony now. Do we think it makes sense?
I mean, he definitely turned up in Tay's room, right? And then he definitely slept through... He slept through Yokoi, waking Tay up, so... I don't know, I guess it tracks.
If Maikawa passed out after eating from Yaidabashi's bowl, then it makes sense. You said it was half empty.
Yeah, the other one wasn't touched at all.
Tay, whether you're against me or not, you know he doesn't eat. You know that bowl was his.
God. Fuck. This isn't fair.
I'm also willing to confirm that Ikeda doesn't tend to eat. Especially not with people around.
Yeah.
Can we really predict how Ikeda acts, though? I mean, what, with last trial and everything?
I think it's safe to say that some people here can, even if that isn't universal.
Tay and I have a pretty good understanding of how he acts. Yeah. He wouldn't have eaten.
He wouldn't have, no.
Then there's no way I could have poisoned his food.
Then that's out of the way. I don't think Maikawa would have eaten food that she knew was poisoned. So can we rule her out too?
Wait. Why are we going back to Maikawa and Shishikura?
Because we're ruling out those two, plus Hirose and Denden, right?
But didn't we just figure out that we should be suspicious of Ikeda?
What?
Well, if Ikeda and Yaitabashi were the ones eating in the kitchen, and Yaitabashi was the one that got poisoned, then doesn't it mean Ikeda did it?
Excuse me?
They made the food right there in the kitchen, in front of each other. If someone else had come in and poisoned it, Yaitabashi would know that, right? Wouldn't it have to be Ikeda who poisoned it then?
For what? What would be the point? Clearly, he didn't kill Yaitabashi!
Well, I mean, no. But was he planning to?
I mean, it tracks logic-wise, but, like, I don't see how it really makes any sense after the fact. He poisoned Yaitabashi, then what? Just let him live? Left him in the lounge and walked off?
Maybe he wasn't trying to kill Yaitabashi. Maybe he just needed Yaitabashi out of the way. He could put Yaitabashi to sleep for a bit, then go do whatever he needed to do.
I think you're forgetting the part where he turned up dead!
I know he did, but could he have killed Kumada?
How would that work?
If a student killed another student, and then was killed in turn by a third student, that third student would become the trial blackened, regardless of the killing order.
So you inherit the title if you kill a killer.
That is correct.
So that means that if Ikeda killed Kumada, and then someone else killed Ikeda, we'd need to vote for that someone.
Exactly. Good to know. In that case, it wouldn't matter which one of the two of them died first. Though, I guess it would automatically be Kumada.
Ikeda wouldn't. I mean... No. No, there's no way.
Dude, you don't even believe yourself.
He wouldn't. He hated her, but he wouldn't hurt anyone. Not physically.
I mean, I'll be real. It did kind of seem like he was all talk.
He was. He wouldn't hurt someone.
Except for when he tried to get us all killed as part of the bleeding literally just a week ago, right? Including you, Tay?
He gave up, though! That's the only reason we won that trial! Because he wouldn't hurt anyone!
Exactly.
He gave up because he got caught. He gave up against his will. We both know that wasn't him that was giving up. That was somebody else. It doesn't matter who. The point is, it didn't mean anything.
So you actually think he would kill Kumada then?
Yes, Tay, I'm not ruling it out. Because just last week, Kumada helped Ogura kill Mutsuko. So now I'm done ruling people out based solely on whether or not I think they'd do it. If nothing else, we know that Ikeda had to have spiked my food. I want to know why, because as far as I know, I haven't done anything to him.
I think we were right about him just wanting you out of the way. Especially if he was going to kill Kumada. He might have thought you were going to stop him.
Hold on. This doesn't make any sense. There's no way Ikeda killed Kumada and then got killed by someone else.
Why not?
Because he had to have been under that water for hours. I'm positive of that. If he met up with Yaitabashi after the nighttime announcement, there's no way he would have had time to kill Kumada, then get abducted and restrained by someone else after bagging up her body and everything. It just doesn't add up. There's not enough hours in the night.
How do you know it was ours?
Because of the state of the body, Yaitabashi. He had second and third degree burns all over him. With the state he was in, it would have taken time.
Then this doesn't make any sense.
Even if he could have stabbed Kumada, backed her up, dragged her all the way to the elevator, then got grabbed by someone else, that still wouldn't explain, like, half the stuff we found. What about the blood in the med bay?
I'm still curious on why they went so far. It seems like a lot.
Doesn't explain anything we found either.
What do you mean?
There were a few more things in the shower room that we thought were suspicious. First off, there was a towel sitting against the wall underneath Ikeda's sling. It was soaked, and there was blood in it.
Oh, plus the second shower!
Second shower?
Yeah! Another one of the showers was wet at the bottom, on the floor. So more than one shower had been running last night.
More than...
There was technically a third one as well, but only because Denden and I were experimenting with the water controls.
And you're sure you didn't accidentally activate that second shower too?
Definitely not. Denden was watching.
And if Denden was lying? I'm not leveling any accusations. I just want to make sure we're ruling out every possibility. I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't want to trust you.
I only heard the one shower come on. I don't know how well I'd be able to differentiate the sounds with 3 showers running, but I don't think I heard a third one. More than that, the controls were extremely straightforward. I don't think I would have been able to turn on another shower by accident. Each shower head had its own dial.
And that second shower is definitely interesting.
Well, maybe the killer used it.
That's what I was thinking too, actually.
You mean like to wash the blood off of themselves?
Exactly.
But what was the towel for then?
I've kind of got a theory on that, but I don't know how good it really is.
Anything at all is worth bringing up.
Well, Hirose, you said it would have taken him hours to die, right?
Definitely.
Then why didn't any of us hear him? I mean, I don't know who was awake and who was asleep, but if he was in that much pain, shouldn't someone have heard him? I don't think it makes sense. I think the towel could have been a gag.
Ah, that makes sense.
That would explain why it was completely soaked through. It would have been under the water. I'm not sure about the blood, but if it was really that painful and he was really struggling that hard, he might have just bitten his tongue or something.
I definitely wouldn't rule that out. That's a good theory, Okoi.
You think?
I do. I really, really do.
It definitely makes sense. I can't see the towel being used for much else if it was completely soaked through like that. How much blood was there?
Not a lot. A small enough amount that it would line up with a minor mouth injury like that.
Then that makes sense.
So, whoever killed Ikeda brought him downstairs to the showers, tied him up, gagged him, tortured him to death, then washed themselves off in the shower and went off on their merry little way.
Don't forget the part where they put all his parts in the incinerator.
Why not just incinerate his whole body at that point? I still don't really understand why they had to go that far in the first place.
Maybe they just really didn't like him.
Well then, what are the odds that it was Kumada?
How could it be Kumada?
Kumada wouldn't hurt him!
Kumada would absolutely hurt him!
Kumada has hurt him. I saw it happen. She shoved him into a wall.
Plus, she stabbed me. I feel like she definitely hurt him.
But, I mean, Kumada was nice, right? She acted tough, but, I mean, she cared, I think.
That's not something we need to get into right now. Focus. Kumada would have hurt him. We know that. I'm definitely interested in pursuing a line of thinking where Kumada killed him and then someone killed her. I just don't know where we'd even start with that.
It would definitely make more sense chronologically than Ikeda killing Kumada. She could have killed him, gone back upstairs to her room, and died. Maybe someone was waiting for her. Maikawa, steady.
What?
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
Just stay down for now.
Hirose, please.
Right, what was I saying?
You were going over how Kumada could have killed Ikeda.
Right, well, if someone had been waiting for her, they could have killed her pretty easily. She shares a bathroom with Ono, right? That means it's always unlocked on one side. If someone had been waiting in there for her, they could have jumped her when she came in. I doubt she would have been expecting it.
But how would they have even known she was out?
Maybe they saw her leave. Maybe they didn't know she was out. Either way, she'd eventually use the bathroom, right? They'd just have to wait until she opened the door.
Then they could attack her.
Exactly. It isn't a very clean plan, but it wasn't exactly a clean kill.
What are we talking about?
Kumada. We think maybe she killed Ikeda and then someone else killed her.
Oh.
Okay, but if someone killed Kumada, then... God! There's way too much to keep track of. I hate having to solve two cases at once.
Well, I mean, I've got a question, if that's okay.
Go ahead, Matthias.
Who set off the first body discovery announcement? Whoever set it off saw Ikeda, right? Since the announcement played it again when they found Kumada, so they would have had to been downstairs. That means they would have had to come back upstairs, right? 'Cause otherwise everyone would see them when we all went downstairs. They'd be suspicious.
But we never saw anyone come back up. We had the elevator stationed upstairs for a while we were looking at Kumada's body. Nobody used it.
Then they would have had to have been downstairs when we got downstairs.
But we didn't see anyone.
We also didn't look for anyone.
But I definitely would have noticed if I went knocking on somebody's door and they weren't there. When we woke everyone up, there was nobody missing. Everyone answered.
So then they couldn't have been downstairs.
The only people that could have been downstairs would be Tei and Hirose, but they were both definitely upstairs when the announcement played, so it can't be them. That means nobody could have been downstairs.
Okay, but that doesn't track because someone was obviously downstairs, without a doubt. Otherwise, they couldn't have discovered Ikeda's body.
Why is this case impossible?
It literally doesn't make any sense. Unless they teleported upstairs, there's just no way.
Did we already cover the chair in the elevator shaft?
We talked about it briefly.
Okay, well, could they have just been in the elevator shaft then?
Elaborate.
Okay, let's say I murdered Kumada.
Cool, let's vote.
Shut the hell up, I'm doing a hypothetical. Let's say I murdered Kumada. I'm poking around in the basement after, for whatever reason. Then I spot the body, Ikeda's body, in the showers. Totally by accident. The announcement plays, which means people are gonna be waking up soon. I panic, run back to the elevator, but here's the deal. If there's even a single person waiting outside that elevator when the doors open, I'm boned. So what do? I climb up into the elevator shaft and hide in there. The elevator goes up to the top floor. Everyone checks out Kumada's body like you said you did. Then when they all leave to go investigate or wake people up or whatever, I just come back down and run back to my room. That way, I'd still be in my room when they came knocking.
Yokoi, if someone went back to their room while you were waking up Hirose, would you have seen it?
Let me think. After we found Kumada, Yaitabashi showed up, and then it was Yaitabashi, Tei, Isoda, me, and then I went to go wake up Hirose. I definitely would have seen if someone snuck in right then.
Or at the very least, Hirose would have, since he would have been the one facing the hallway if he was answering the door.
But after I woke Hirose up, and we met back up with you guys, Tei and Hirose went to the 3rd sublevel, and the 3 of us went to the 2nd sublevel. So then, the hallway would have been totally clear, which means that someone could have run back to their room. Yeah.
Are you saying someone was hiding in the elevator shaft while we were in the elevator?
Did you guys hear the chair scraping against the shaft wall?
No.
So they were probably in there holding it in place. After everyone cleared out, they'd just need to hop down and go back to their room. That'd explain the shoe print in the blood, at least.
Wait, what? What shoe print?
There shouldn't have been a shoe print.
No? By the time Snowball and I got there, there was a shoe print.
But there was also a ton of people going in and out of the elevator by then. Everyone had already gone down to the 3rd sublevel by the time my Makawa and I got around to checking the body. It could have been anybody's shoe print. It might have nothing to do with the case at all.
That's true, unfortunately. I want to believe the elevator shaft theory, but we don't actually have any hard evidence.
Maybe not, but how else would they have been able to get upstairs from the 3rd sublevel completely undetected? It's impossible.
I feel like the chair is hard evidence enough.
The chair is definitely interesting evidence, if nothing else. Assuming that is what the chair was used for, that would rule out a couple people automatically.
How?
Maikawa, you said you found the chair by climbing up into the elevator shaft, right? How did you do that?
Jumped up, grabbed the edges of the hatch, pulled myself up.
Okay, so clearly Maikawa doesn't need a chair to get into the elevator shaft. It would be completely unnecessary evidence to leave behind.
Is anyone here as tall as Maikawa is, though?
Doc's even taller.
Doc's got no upper arm strength, though.
Quit calling me that! Either way, I was accounted for. I was in the basement with Tei.
There's no way I could have done it! I don't think I'd even fit through that hatch!
I think we can all agree that Denda's mega knockers would not fit through that hatch.
Enough! That's awful behavior.
Either way, that has merit as a claim.
But wait, how did the chair get up there?
What do you mean?
They would need to get the chair up after too, right? If they used the chair to climb up, it would still be in the elevator. How did they get it up with them?
Maybe they used a rope or something. If they tied something to the chair, they could pull it up after them.
They wouldn't have time. Either way, Maikawa and Shishikura didn't find a rope, just a chair.
Maybe they levitated it.
That's not actually a thing.
It is. It was one of Miss Ogura's 8 arcane abilities.
It was not.
Either way, we can rule that out. Nobody else has 8 arcane abilities.
I mean, Matthias does. Probably.
No. I never got good enough at those. I couldn't.
You're all fucking stupid! Anyway, it's a good question. How would they pull the chair up after them? Because, you're right, we didn't find a rope.
If they were trying to be quick, it would need to be something that they already had on them. Something they could have used.
Like a scarf?
Huh?
Like, if they tied a scarf around it and used that to pull it up? Would that work?
That would work. Yes.
Wait, hold on a minute. What are you saying?
I'm saying that you're suspicious.
But that's completely circumstantial, though. I'm not the only one with something you could use to pull the chair up. Rose has a whole lab coat on. Denden has a coat, too. Yokoi has a bag. That would definitely work. It has a strap and everything.
Hirose was accounted for. Yokoi was accounted for. Denden wouldn't fit.
You want to throw out any other names?
But I didn't, though. I swear I didn't.
I don't care what you're swearing, unless you have an actual alibi. Where were you last night?
I was with Maikawa. For most of the night I was, but then I went to bed. I was sleeping.
We don't have any way to actually verify that, though.
Are you guys fucking stupid? There's no way he killed Kumada. Why would he do that? That doesn't even make any sense.
Everyone had a motive. The punishment for today was supposed to be bad, Maikawa. Really, really bad. We didn't have any volunteers. Anyone could have gotten voted for.
But that doesn't mean I would kill someone. I don't think anyone would have voted for me either way.
Seriously, he had no reason to be worried about that punishment. Nobody was gonna vote for him.
That doesn't mean he would be safe on the next day, or the next day, or every day after that. The motive was terrifying. Everyone had a reason to kill.
Why aren't you wearing your day clothes?
Huh?
You showed up in your pajamas. Why? Why aren't you wearing your day clothes?
I came here straight from my bed. Why would I not be wearing any pajamas?
Seriously, it's not that fucking deep.
Hold on. I feel like we're skipping over something important here. Can we put Shishikura on a back burner for a second here?
What?
Well, why would whoever killed Kumada have even gone to the basement in the first place? That doesn't make sense. If they had just killed Kumada, they would only need to go back to their room, right? So why risk everything by going down to the basement? Do we know for sure that the killer was the one who went down there? That doesn't make sense to me.
To use the incinerator.
Had to be.
That's the only thing worth going through that much risk for. If they had something they needed to incinerate, like, bloody clothing, for example, it would be worth going downstairs to the incinerator to get rid of that.
But then, did they actually incinerate our clothes? If it was Shishikura, wouldn't his buttons still have made it through? They're metal, right? You would have found those in the incinerator. He has a lot of buttons.
Right, exactly. You would have found them.
He didn't use the incinerator. If it was already running, then he couldn't have used it. We know that it was already running because Ikeda's head was in it. We know it got used. Unless both killers teamed up to use it at the exact same time, then there's no way they both used it.
But we didn't find Shishikura's bloody clothes anywhere. Or anyone's bloody clothes for that matter.
I'm still confused on why the incinerator could even run at night. That's supposed to be a rule, right? After the nighttime announcement, no running water, no incinerator.
Maybe it was different in the basement?
The water works just fine after dark. It's been working just fine after dark for like a week now. I didn't realize it until a few days ago, but... Yeah. Ikeda
had to take a shower in the middle of the night earlier this week. And it worked just fine then. It works at night.
How odd. It seems that whoever was in charge of disabling the running water and incinerator systems opted out of this completely voluntary accommodation. Unfortunate for whoever implemented such a restriction.
You couldn't have told us that?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Regardless. Okay, we've established that everything keeps running at night. Either way, Shishikura couldn't have incinerated his clothes. There's no way. So what else could he have done with them? Keep in mind, it had to be on the 3rd sublevel.
Snowball can't even go to the 3rd sublevel. He flips out. It has to be someone else.
We didn't find anything in the supply room, or the operating rooms, or the giant obnoxious office. Would he really just leave them lying in some room somewhere? Is there anywhere else he could have put them? Somewhere nobody would think to check?
I really didn't, though. I swear I didn't. Maikawa, please, you have to tell them that I didn't do anything. Maikawa?
What about the vent?
What?
The vent. The one on the 3rd sublevel. Kumada busted it open, which she told me, which I told you, and nobody else. What about the vent?
So there was an open vent.
It was a straight drop down. You can't even really see the bottom.
But I didn't, though. I really didn't.
It doesn't matter either way. He didn't kill Kumada. He wouldn't have been able to take her in a fight. Didn't you say there was a struggle?
If he had a knife, he would have taken her. It wouldn't matter how strong either of them were.
Especially if he was hiding in her bathroom and waiting for her to show up. He would have caught her by surprise.
He didn't!
Maikawa. He could have. Don't be dumb on purpose.
But, wait, really, hold on. If there was a struggle, even if there was just some struggle, I feel like Shishikura definitely would have taken a hit or two. But he's completely fine. Even if he had a knife, if there was enough of a struggle that her bed was all messed up, wouldn't there be some kind of sign?
Yeah, I'm all for logic and everything, like as much as the next guy, but he looks totally unharmed. She's definitely stronger than him. There'd be a mark or two at the very least.
Maikawa, seriously, I didn't.
God. Why the fuck are you doing this to me, huh? Huh? Why the fuck are you lying? Why are you making me tell them? I don't want to fucking tell them. I don't want to fucking sign your death warrant. Why are you doing this to me?
Maikawa,
Your braces, Shishikura. The hell happened?
What about his braces?
What if one of his wires popped loose or some shit? I don't know. Fuck. Why are you making me do this?
So to be clear, this is what you think happened. You're saying that Shishikura went to the kitchen and got a knife. He took that knife, went back to the dorm, snuck into Kumada's bathroom through Ono's dorm room, and waited. He waited for her to show up. And when she did show up, he jumped her and stabbed her 5 times. What did you say it was? 1 in the neck, 1 in the stomach, 1 in the shoulder, 2 in the chest?
Yeah.
So 5 times. There was a struggle, and when Kumada tried to fight back, she hit him in the face and messed up his braces. He killed her, bagged her up. We skipped a step there. Can we assume he brought in trash bags from the storage room, probably at the same time he grabbed the knife, right? So he bags her up, throws the knife in there. If she still bled out that severely, she probably wasn't even dead yet when he bagged her. Maybe just unconscious, but I wouldn't really know. And then he probably changed into his pajamas before dragging her downstairs. If anyone had caught him in the hall, he could have just said he was throwing trash out. Doubt anyone would have believed him. But it would be kind of an excuse. But if someone had saw him covered in blood, that would be it, right? So he changed clothes, probably dumps his day clothes in another bag, keeps the scarf, evidently, since he's wearing it now. I'm guessing it's important to him, since he never leaves it behind or anything. Probably left it off for the murder so he wouldn't have to incinerate it, yeah?
I didn't do anything.
So he drags that bag, and the bags Kumata's wrapped up in, all the way down to the elevator and dumps her there. Then he takes the elevator down to the 3rd sublevel to incinerate his clothes. He goes to the incinerator only to find it's already running. Problem. He's looking for a different cover, so he heads to the vent that Maikawa told him and dumps everything down there. A duct so deep that you can't apparently even see the bottom. And goes to leave. Except, I'm guessing you heard the shower running. Was that it? Was that it?
God.
He checks in to see what's going on and spots Ikeda. That triggers the announcement, so he bolts because he doesn't want anyone to piece together what he would have been doing down there. He has to be fast, so he grabs the chair from the lobby, ties his scarf to it, climbs into the elevator shaft, and hides above us while we investigate like a fucking coward. My question is, who the hell cares?
What?
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters! It matters a lot!
If the incinerator was already running when he got downstairs, then Ikeda died first.
No fucking way.
Then Shikura's kill doesn't matter at all?
Maikawa.
Please, just shut up.
So now what?
Would you like me to repeat the regulations surrounding double homicide?
No, I remember. If he killed second, he just gets to keep living here. No consequences.
That is correct.
Then Atsushi's right. It doesn't matter. Congratulations, you killed for nothing. You're not going home. Let's bring things back to Ikeda.
Are you fucking serious? You want to just keep going?
What would you rather we do? We still have to execute somebody.
What evidence have we still not explained?
The blood in the med bay.
Haven't really figured out why Ikeda's killer had to literally torture him either.
Both good points to address.
We still haven't taken the time to go over everyone's alibis.
That's worth noting too. We should do that.
I think most people are just gonna say they were asleep, though, right? It was the middle of the night after all.
That's fine. That's something. As long as you can tell me where you were, it's something.
Then, yeah, I was asleep.
Me too.
I was with Matthias and Ninomiya. I know they didn't go anywhere.
I know I fell asleep, but I really think I would have noticed if Hirose left. He was there all night. I believe him. He barely slept because he was working so hard to make sure Ninomiya was okay.
Yep. The venerable doctor saved my life. I was totally passed out, so I'm accounted for.
I was sleeping until the announcement. I only woke up when it played. Then I ran straight out into the hall and found Isoda just waking up too.
That checks out. I was asleep until the first announcement went off.
I was on and off sleeping for most of the night. It wasn't really anything solid. I got up when Yadabashi came by, and I let him stay the night.
Don't you usually stay with Matthias, Yadabashi?
I do, but he wasn't around, so I kind of had to relocate for the night.
I gave him my bed and moved to the floor. Then I went back to trying to sleep until Ruka showed up.
I can verify all of that.
I was asleep. I went to bed after Shishikura left because I'm a fucking idiot.
Maikawa.
Don't fucking talk to me!
Then that's everyone. That didn't really rule anyone out.
But wait! If Ikeda didn't kill anybody, why did he poison you? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, I kinda forgot about that. What was the point of that?
We're sure Yaidabashi's not lying. I mean, couldn't he have just swapped bowls with Ikeda?
He's telling the truth. Ikeda wouldn't have eaten, especially not this week. He was acting weird. I couldn't get him to eat anything anymore after the shock therapy.
That makes sense, honestly.
Maybe we need to focus more on the modus operandi. Why would they cut his head off? Why would they cut his fingers off? Why would they torture him? It's unnecessarily sadistic.
That's if we assume they wanted to. Maybe they had to.
I have zero clue what you could possibly be implying. What circumstances would warrant that?
I mean, what were the big injuries again? They cut off his head, obviously, but, like, his fingers? And they, like, boiled him.
Nothing would warrant that!
Are there any other clues we're missing?
Oh, I have an idea! I wrote everything we found down. Let me double check.
I don't like that it feels like we're hitting a wall.
Frankly, I don't think we've ruled you out yet, Yaitabashi.
What? Why?
Because your story's weird. Ikeda drugged you for no reason, and then left you in the lounge completely unharmed. It was one thing that we thought he killed Kumada, because, like, you're really fucking good at this whole game, and you were friends, so, like, I figured he just wanted you out of the way. But if he didn't kill Kumada, then that seriously doesn't make any sense.
At all.
Yeah, at all.
I didn't do anything. I was in Tay's room.
That alibi only works for Kumada, though. And we already know you didn't do that one. That wouldn't have stopped you from killing Ikeda, though. If you had killed him earlier in the night, you could have easily just gone up to Tay's room after.
I'd be completely covered in blood. His body was borderline massacre.
Unless you had just brought a change of clothes with you and washed yourself off in that second shower.
Also could have just done it naked. Fucked up, though.
I didn't, though. You have literally zero evidence to pin this on me with.
But, I mean, you don't really have a defense, though, Yaida.
Are you kidding me right now?
Hold on. That still doesn't explain the blood in the medbay. Even if Yaitabashi did what you said, that wouldn't give us any explanation at all for why there's blood all over the cabinets.
Unless he hurt his hands.
What?
Your fingernails are missing. It wouldn't have been hard to accidentally reopen those wounds going through that many steps to kill someone. If you hurt yourself, you could have gone to the medbay to patch that up.
And just left my blood all over the counter? If I was trying to cover up a murder, I feel like I would have cleaned that up.
If your hands were already hurt, you might not have been able to, though.
Okay, but at that point, if I was bleeding all over the counter, it definitely would have gotten on my clothes. I'm wearing entirely white. You would see something.
I found something we didn't cover!
Den, we're kind of in the middle of...
The zip ties!
What?
The loose ones! You found 2 broken zip ties under Ikeda's body, Doctor! Right where he was standing!
Den, we went over this. Those probably broke off during the struggle. I doubt they're anything substantial.
Well, but then, why didn't any of the other ones break off? I feel like that doesn't really make sense. Were the other ones even close to breaking?
No. They weren't. What?
Yeah, so it's suspicious.
Who cares about that? So there were some extra zip ties. That doesn't mean anything. Please, I just want to focus.
You're kind of the one who keeps derailing us, though.
Go easy on him.
Who can we definitely not rule out? Who are our suspects?
Me, Denden Isoda, Tay, Yaitabashi. Is that it?
So it has to be one of those 5.
Well, there's no way it's Tay.
I really don't think it's Tay.
Nah.
Do we have any actual evidence to exonerate Tay, though? I don't think he did it either, but it would certainly help to clear his name.
He vomited when he saw the body, Yaitabashi. I really think we can rule him out.
Then it's me, Denden Isoda, and Yaitabashi.
At least we've narrowed it down, I guess.
I still feel like Yaitabashi's the most suspicious. By far, his story doesn't make any fucking sense. Plus, you didn't notice Ikeda poisoning the food? Weren't you watching him cook?
I'm blind, Ninomiya!
Either way, that's not the only thing that doesn't add up. Your whole story is just weird. It's fishy. I can't pin down why, but it is.
Why should I know why he sedated me?
Hold on a minute. No, backtrack. That's actually a really important thing to bring up.
What?
How the hell would the killer get Ikeda tied up to the shower head without sedating him? There's no way. He would have fought.
Maybe, but how strong of a fight could he actually put up? If Tay was right, and he hasn't eaten in days, I doubt he'd even have the strength.
He'd barely been sleeping either. Besides, his arm was broken, not to mention the fact it was in a sling.
Well, he'd still be bigger than me. How would I have been able to fight him?
I still feel like you'd be able to hold your own, Isoda.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, but my point still stands. He would have yelled or something, right? He wouldn't have just laid there and waited to get abducted just because he was tired and hungry.
What are you saying then? That you think they did drug him?
They had to have drugged him, right? Nothing else makes sense. I feel like they would have had to drug him and he would have had to have died during Yaitabashi's little blackout. Kumada died early in the morning. If Shishikura was going downstairs to burn his clothes, then Kumada probably died just before then. If Ikeda and Yaitabashi met up in the kitchen after the nighttime announcement, that means there would only be a few hours between them meeting up and Kumada dying. Ikeda was already dead when Kumada died. Ikeda had to have died in those few hours that Yaitabashi was blacked out. Or, I mean, if you believe he was blacked out.
We've been over this. Ikeda wouldn't have eaten. I couldn't have sedated him.
Okay, but does the food have to be how he was sedated? There's no other way he could have been sedated? Ogura sedated Nishiguchi just fine without making her eat anything. We can't just completely rule it out.
But I didn't!
In last trial, Hirose told everyone exactly what she used. So you'd know.
Alright, then vote for me.
What?
Go on, vote for me. Vote for me and die.
Yaitabashi?
No, really, I mean it. Vote for me and die. Vote for me and kill us all. Or, except for one of us, that is. Go on.
The hell's gotten into you? You're not normally like this.
Well, what the hell do you want me to say? You're accusing me of murder.
So defend yourself.
How? None of you believe a single thing I'm saying. If you think I'm the Blackened, then vote. But I'm not. You're going to get it wrong.
Then help us get it right. We want to.
I'm done. I can't. Vote.
You're actually serious?
He's gotta be bluffing. He's trying to psych us out. He has to be the one who did it. There's no other way. He killed Ikeda.
I mean, the confusing part is I don't think anyone else could have killed Ikeda, but I really don't think it was Yaitabashi.
Well, it couldn't have been nobody. I hope you're not trying to imply this was a suicide of some kind.
Definitely not. His head was in an incinerator. There's no way. But it just... Is this really okay? Can we really just vote for him like that? When we aren't really sure?
What other evidence do we need? His alibi's fucking nothing! He was with Ikeda on the night he got murdered, is there anyone else it could actually be? Or are we all just trying to avoid voting for Yaita?
Whatever you're going to do, just do it already.
Stop fucking rushing us! Why the hell are you so eager for us all to die?
Because you're talking in circles! This is impossible! You're all expecting me to take the lead, and then you don't listen to a single thing I say. What the hell do you want me to do? I've done everything. I've said everything that I possibly could.
Yaitabashi, seriously, calm down. This isn't like you.
I don't want to be in charge. Just figure out who you're voting for so we can end this.
Hey, Doctor, can I ask kind of a weird question?
What is it?
If his back was all cut up, why wasn't his shirt all cut up?
What?
His back. It was really, really cut up, right? But his clothes were fine. Why were his clothes fine?
Why were his clothes fine?
What do you mean?
Why was his shirt completely fine if his back was torn to shreds? That doesn't make sense.
I feel like we're saying a lot of things that don't make sense this time around.
The only way that's even remotely possible is if his shirt was off when they were cutting up his back, but his hands were tied above his head. You wouldn't be able to just take his shirt on and off.
They couldn't have just gone underneath his shirt?
It's not impossible, but it would be incredibly odd positioning. There wasn't that much space between the shower wall and Ikeda's body, not to mention the awkward angle of reaching underneath the shirt like that.
Then, was his shirt definitely off when he got cut?
Well, it would have to be, right? But then, how did they get it back if he was zip-tied?
Maybe he wasn't zip-tied.
What?
Maybe they took him down. You said there were 2 zip ties under him, right? Maybe those were from the first time he was tied. Then they took him down, messed up his back, put his shirt back on, and strung him back up.
But why? That's nonsensical!
Why'd they need to skin his back in the first place?
I feel like his back was probably already damaged enough. What with the brand and the big slash?
That's a really interesting point.
What do you mean?
I need to think about this for a minute.
Ruka?
I still don't get why the hell they need to be that cruel about it in the first place.
They took off all of his identifying features.
What?
His face, the brand on his back. They destroyed every identifying characteristic. They even took his fingerprints off.
That...
But I don't think the prints are what they were going for.
Wait, Ruka, what? What are you talking about?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick.
Yokoi, explain!
That's not... Monomoko,
Yes?
can you... Can you turn off the lights?
Of course. Please stand by.
Oh god.
The hell? Are those...
Surprise.
What the hell? What the hell?
Wait, what? What?
Then where's the Yanabashi?
What the fuck?
How's that for an ultimate forager? Not so bad if I do say so myself. Bravo! Bravo! The crowd goes wild! Fuck! I've been practicing like crazy. That really wasn't easy. Not much I can do when you back me into a corner like that, is there? I don't think Yadabashi's eyes usually glow in the dark after all.
Are you fucking serious?
Is this a fucking joke?
That's why you cut off his head. That's why you skinned his back. That's his fingers.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
This can't be real. Real's a stretch. I think this is probably about as fake as it gets, Snowball.
God!
The hell are you mad at me for?
What am I mad at you for?
I'm just saying, what are you mad at me for, huh? You really shouldn't be this worked up. You won, didn't you? You get to live. Congrats! You should be thrilled.
No, you did it! You couldn't! What the hell's the matter with you?
What do you want me to say, huh? Because I'm not gonna tell you. I'm sorry, if that's what you're waiting for. Does that piss you off? Huh? Are you mad? Are you mad?
How?
Oh, you wanna know? Does that mean I get to do the explaining part now?
This is real.
None of you are gonna get it right, so I might as well, huh? Huh? Can I take a crack at it?
Shut up!
For the record, I've been planning this one out all week, so try to keep up. Well, maybe not all week per se, but at least how many days now? Whatever. Keep up is my point.
Just shut up!
Last night I went to the kitchen like normal. You were right about that part. So and I have been meeting up. Usually around, I want to say midnight? Anyway, we'd been meeting up. That's the important part. It wasn't too different from the usual schedule, actually. The only difference is that this time, I drugged him. Ding, ding, ding! You got that part right too!
Is this fucking funny to you?
So, after Yetabashi passed out, which, I mean, it really didn't take that long, actually, I dragged him downstairs. He weighs pretty much nothing, so it's way easier than you'd think. All I really needed right away were the zip ties, which I'd already pocketed earlier yesterday, and the towel, which was actually already down there in the shower block. There's a big stack of them in that shower control room. Convenient! How accommodating!
Stop talking!
So, while he was sleeping, I strung him up, tied the towel around his head, gagged him up just fine. No. Which part came first? The clothes. Definitely the clothes. Since they were dry when I put them on, I took his clothes off. Not super tasteful, but I needed them for later is the thing. Took his clothes off, strung him up, gagged him, put the water on. That's pretty much as hot as it would go. And let me tell you, he woke up real fast after that. I want to say he was only out for like another 20 minutes. However long my Akawa was out, it was about the same as that, I think. Anyway, after that, he started absolutely losing it, obviously. I mean, it probably hurt pretty bad. But I would like it known that in my most gracious and generous of hearts, I did not cut his fingers off or skin his back until after he was already dead. Because I'm merciful like that. Merciful and kind.
Just shut the fuck up! What are you even talking about?
Besides, I was kind of busy bleaching my hair. I kind of had a lot to get ready. That took a few hours. Pretty convenient, all things considered, since that was the time So needed to die. I just kind of hung out in the control room and waited. Very boring. Very, very boring. But also, I kind of needed to use that time to figure out how to put contacts in. These things itch, Ninomiya. Seriously, not fun.
Don't fucking say my name!
Anyway, while Yetabashi was melting, I was getting into character. We're past that part. When he was finally gone and I was done perfecting my flawless Yetabashi hair, I got to work. Grabbed that bone saw you guys were so proud of finding, cut him down, messed him up. Head had to go first, since it was the most obvious sign he wasn't me. Fingers had to go second, but for what it's worth, I went all out on convincing you guys. I kind of wish someone had asked to check my fingers, because now I feel like I kind of did that for nothing.
In the med bay.
You ripped your own fucking fingernails out.
I did! I really did! With pliers! Isn't that crazy? That's dedication, if nothing else. I really wanted you to believe it, just in case. Guess I didn't plan for what would happen if you just turned the lights off.
What's wrong with you?
But yeah, did the head, the fingers, the back. Then I just had to toss everything in the incinerator. Come back, cleaned myself up in the shower, washed all that nasty bleach out, and put on Yetabashi's clothes. I kind of get the appeal now of his whole dressing like a girl shtick. I mean, it's definitely comfy. Airy, anyway. I popped the contacts in and bam! I was Yetabashi. Convenient. But, I mean, obviously the voice was the hardest part to nail down.
Because it's fucking impossible.
Well, no, it's not. That Student 6 file from the Session 1 cabinets, that's actually a really good read. I had to practice hard with that one. At first I was just doing it for fun, but then I realized what I could actually do with a talent like that. I don't think I've got that same range versatility that the Wada guy had, but I can definitely do that one voice pretty well. Thanks for the tips and tricks, Student 6.
You fucking slept in my bed, killed him, and then you slept in my bed.
Of course I did. I was Yetabashi. Yetabashi never sleeps in his own bed, right? So I kinda had to, didn't I?
I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, you should be happy. You got everything you wanted. I'm alive and you won the trial. Happy ending.
How the fuck is this a happy ending?
Because...
Are you fucking kidding me, Igida? Is this fun for you?
My arm! Stop!
Why the hell would you do this? Why?
Tay! Fuck! Get off!
What?
Ow! Jesus! It's still broken, you ass.
What the hell's the matter with you?
I said it before. You shouldn't be mad. I don't know what I said or did to convince you that we were friends, but I want to make one thing super clear. My priority was always gonna be to go home. So you really shouldn't be allowed to get mad. Because I was always like this. So you shouldn't be mad.
I don't understand. I don't understand why.
Because when you need to eat, you'll eat. I was gonna die either way, right? So, what did you want me to do? I had to eat.
God, fuck, this isn't fair. This isn't fair.
When you're ready, we'll begin the voting process.
I needed to go home. I didn't have a choice. I needed to go home.
This isn't fucking fair.
I didn't have a choice.
You'll be prompted to select the student that you believe is guilty of murdering Yaitabashi So.
You could've...
Tay, listen to me. I need to be with my dad. I need my dad. I need to eat.
God, please don't let this be real. Please don't let this be real.
Just pretend you never found out. I'm just Yaitabashi, right? Pretend.
I can't do this. I can't do this. This isn't fair.
After all of the votes have been cast, the execution will commence.
This is demented.
How the hell does he look so much like him? It's like he took his fucking face.
Changeling.
Please press your buttons now.
Tay, you have to press the button.
I can't.
Then I'm pressing it for you. You're voting for me, idiot. Get off the floor.
Fuck, please.
Tay, it's just Yaitabashi.
That doesn't make it okay! None of this is okay! None of this is okay! You're not Yaitabashi! Why? Why the fuck would you do this to me? God!
Thank you for voting. Your votes are currently being tallied and will be shared with the class shortly.
This isn't real!
Relax already. The hard part's already over. Stop being a baby.
I can't even see you. I can't even see you. Fuck, I just want to see you. This isn't fucking fair.
Tay.
This isn't fucking fair. I can't see you.
The class has voted for Ikeda Daiki, the ultimate art forger, to be executed. This conclusion was correct. As a result, Ikeda Daiki will be punished with death.
Don't be sorry for that.
Please. Please, I just want to see you. Please.
It's probably better if you don't. I don't think I'd want you remembering me as Yaitabashi.
Daiki.
Stop crying already.
I don't want you to go.
Why are you asking what's wrong with me? Clearly you're completely brain fucked if you're still not mad at me right now.
I hate you! Please don't go. Please don't go. Please.
Why aren't you mad at me? Why?
Please.
Tay, why?
Please.
Without further ado,
This is the part where I die.
it is, yes.
And what? That's it? After I die, that's it?
Yes.
I'm...
Don't let go.
punishment time.